Greetings fellow simmer and welcome to the reaction review with me, Gripper Sim. This is episode 2 of my top 20 free add-ons for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Today we are going to continue on to number 6 and I've selected Sandane in Norway. I hope it's pronounced Sandane, I'm probably wrong. Anyway, as this is a top 20, it's kind of subjective, so the number has no particular bearing or preference. What I'm showing you here is standard Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, just so you can see the comparison between the two. All links will be put in the description after the show so you can download them. So this is the default scenery. They have changed the topography in the free add-on. The terminal building has been changed here. This is the standard one with Microsoft, and there's not a lot really going on. So let's have a look and compare the two. Let's have a look at the add-on. Gripper Sim, eye candy, go! Features of this free add-on includes the sloped runway, which matches real life, the apron matches real life imagery, correct taxiway and parking imagery, terrain mapped to real life, accurate ground markings, and the real life tower frequency has been added. You're probably wondering why I've changed the ground to snow and added a little bit of wind. You didn't think I'd leave without doing some Gripper Some crazy madness, did you? Don't worry about the checklist. Full power! Okay, maybe 35 knots of wind was a little bit much, but it's working! Well, it's going to be easy in an aircraft like this, isn't it? But we've got a stonking headwind. 35 knots. Oh, I just thought I'd make it easy for myself, you know. But it does look very nice from here, the runway. I know it's a reasonably simple add-on, but I'm telling you, some of the add-ons there, although I do really appreciate them, they're not really up to scratch, some of them. They're not finished at least. I'm just doing a hard bank here, and where I can feel the wind throwing me down. Now I'm in downwind already, and I'm gone right past the runway. Wow, that wind is pretty incredible. I'll tell you what I mean about some of the add-ons in a minute, but I'm trying to concentrate here, and I'm going to take a left turn here because I don't want to crash into the side of the mountain, and we're going to have a look and see how this lands. So just jam it right. Oh really, I'm slowing down over the ground now, so I've got to try and add some power here to get back in. No, so if you see my airspeed there, take 35 knots away from that, and I'm not going as fast as you think. So we're going to pop this down nice and neatly. It's going to be a really challenging airport for anything bigger. Like, can you imagine landing a 737 here? That'd be just ridiculous. I wouldn't do something so stupid like that because it would just look silly in the channel. I wouldn't, you know. So here we are in final. Yeah, this looks pretty good. So it's going to take ages. I just have to keep adding power, and I can sit here all day almost. I could almost hover. Okay, now I'm climbing again. I don't want to be climbing, but I want to get over those. Oh, I'm a bit low. Bit low. Just keep it going. Oh. The windsock is not reporting the right direction. That's a bug in Microsoft. Okay, we're going to make it. We're going to make it nice and gentle. And is there going to be any slippy, slidey? Okay, there we are. We're down. Well, we're not going fast enough for slippy, slidey, are we? Yeah. I met a few 747 pilots there recently, and they said, they were talking about the channel, they said, don't put a 747 on, you'll just embarrass yourself, and you'll embarrass us all. It's just not realistic and it's silly, you know. This is the Microsoft version of the 747-8i, and I'm interested to see the braking action when we come back into land. Now, we're on quite a short runway, yeah, and I'm not even using all of it, to be honest with you. You know, so let's give it a lash. Full power, Mr. Scott.
I'm giving it all she's got, Captain. If I push it any harder, the whole thing will blow.
This stonking headwind should help. It feels slippery, slightly slippy, because I think I'm on the rudders a little bit too much to keep it straight in the centre line. But we'll see in landing. It looks... Oh, am I going to make this at all? Oh, I might clip the trees. No, I didn't clip the trees. Okay, positive rate, gear up. Okay, it's going to take me a long time to come around for final. That's if I can see anything, and I'll come back to you on final. Okay, here we are. We're on a long final here, but I'm going to have to fast forward a little bit to the end. I is back, and I'm too high. I think I'm too high. There's the runway there. Now, thankfully, because I've got such a stonking wind, it's slowing my ground speed up a great deal. So I'm lowering the nose a bit too much now, because I'm going to overspeed. And there's the warning there, because I got flaps down. And look, what are you going to do? I'll fix it. I can fix it. It's no big deal. Place your bets, because, you know, I don't know if I'm going to make this. Now, I've got to remember that the aircraft is behind me. It's a long aircraft. I'm right at the front. I crashed a couple of times because, yeah, I thought I was landing a Cessna. Anyway, let's see if I can make up for that by landing in the middle of the runway, meaning, you know, the tail's behind. Okay, hold her off. I'm driving it in. Go, get on the center line, gripper sim. And wait for it. Whoa. Okay, reverse thrust, full brakes. Why aren't I sliding off the end? It's stopping. I'm pleased I'm stopping. This would go sliding right off the end if it was real. So Microsoft promised us real braking action, as in with regards to the surface being asphalt or grass or wet or ice, and they haven't done it yet. But look, you know, they released it early, I'm pretty sure, and they'll fix those bugs. Just be sure to go on the forums and tell them you want the slippy, slidey action if it's snowing or wet grass. Next up, number 7, some aerobatics. Clear prop! Okay, so this next one is in just right beside Geneva Airport, and the link will be in the description below after the show. And let's have a look at an overall look at the course here. Yeah, it looks quite involved for sure. Now, I'm using a yoke. Oh, we've got to go in and out of those ones. Yeah, this would be interesting if you had a few friends, you know, get a few friends online. I wonder, should I do this in Twitch sometime? Yeah, that would be not a bad idea for Twitch, Twitter. Is it Twitter or Twitch? Am I Twitter or Twitch? No, Twitch. Okay, we're taking off. Twitch, yeah, next Sunday, 10 o'clock Irish time. Yeah. So here we go. I'm bombing along, and I'm going to fly really fast, and it's just a hop, skip, and a jump. This would be interesting online. I mean, one person, you could set 2 off at a time, or 3 or 4, with their labels, and do a race. And you know, one of you could sit there and say, you know, 1 lap or 2 laps, and you could use your, you know, your views to sit at the end. That'd be interesting. I think this should be a good idea for Twitch or Twitter. Twitch. I'm twittering my Twitch on Twitter. No, I'm twittering. Oh my god, why can't I talk today? I'm twittering. I'm going to Twitter that I'm twitching. Yeah, I'm going to Twitter that I'm a Twitch every Sunday at 10 o'clock Irish time. That's in the evening. You know, 2200 hours. Okay, here we go. Okay, it's looking good. I'm using my yoke. It's a bit... Oh, I have to go in and out here, do I? No, I'm not really doing a really good job of the in and outy. Now, when they're like this, it's easier. You know, you just go through them. Oh, yeah. Oh, don't use the rudder. The rudder's messing me up. Okay? I haven't done this before. At all. But I'm kind of getting the hang of it. Just don't crash into the sea or the lake. So yeah, this is looking pretty good. But I think this would be a good idea for Twitter. I think we might do it next Sunday. And I'll Twitch it in advance. So I'll Twitch my Twitter. So you'll know that I'm Twittering. Because I'll have Twitched you in advance. Have I confused you yet? Okay, so stand by for the Twitter. I usually Twitter when I'm twitching on, Sunday 10. I can't advertise that enough, can I? Anyway, so this is great. This is full power here now. This is full power, and I can just blem it along. I'm actually quite good at this, plainly. Even I'm using a control yoke, which is overly sensitive anyway. So, you know what? These hands were made for science. Do you know, here we go. Oh, hang on, this is, oh, can I make the next one? Oh, that's a tight turn. I'm not going full power at all. Just wonder what happens if you do full power. Here we go. Here's a sharp one, here's a sharp bend. We're definitely going to Twitch this. Let me know in the comments. Oh, I'm losing it a bit. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you want to, oh, Booker, oh, brilliant. Yeah, fabulous. I wonder, can I add power and fly out of here? I wonder, okay, full power. I'm going to get out of here. Out we go. Oh, it's got, no, it didn't work. Anyway, that's the aerobatics course in Geneva. Well worth a try online. And that is why it's in the top 20. It ain't broken either. Next up, let's have a look and see when it goes wrong. Now, this is Melbourne standard, and it looks great. Now, the buildings are autogen, but there are certain add-ons out there that don't really... I know they're free, but they take away from the immersion of the actual simulator. So what I'm saying to you is, I don't want to show you any add-ons. This one is not included, by the way, in the list, that disappoint you. Now, this may, to me at least, this is a little bit disappointing. Certainly low to the ground. Now, we will be flying helicopters later on, and with there's a lot of sceneries like this that are free, and it's a big square. If you go higher up, you can see it a mile away. Now, it looks okay-ish here, but the frame rates are awful. I don't mean to put down the efforts of the person who made the scenery, but I think it may be just cut and paste. It's a big square in the map if you fly higher up, and I just want to let you know that I want to preserve the quality of the content in the channel, so these are the kind of sceneries I won't be showing you. Speaking of putting a lot of effort in, this is the Iceland Overhaul, and it's free as well as all the others. Now, you look at the difference between the before and after pictures here. Look at the lakes and the tributaries, and it's all been landscaped. A massive amount of work here. There are 1,000 landscape fixes in this one. There's 175 unique structures around Iceland, and they're constantly updating it. So I had a little fly around, and this is Reykjavik Airport. And it looks stunning. Now, if I zoom in a little bit further here, I didn't notice an incredible drop in frame rates either. This is a unique structure here as well. Forgive me, I should have researched what that church is called. Now, they have loads of little features all around Iceland, and it looks like they've completely changed it. Now, I don't know if Microsoft are going to come around to Iceland at all, or at any point, but this is really... I mean, look at the shops. They've got the shops in the shopping streets. I mean, come on, that's really going... Too far. It looks fantastic. Now, okay, if you want to fly a helicopter down your high street in Iceland, brilliant. Well, we're waiting for helicopters still, but the whole scenery looks absolutely stunning, and I flew everywhere, and I can certainly tell you, if you're from Iceland, you should be in delighted form if you're simming, because I just had a look quite a lot, and I decided to go for a little bit of a fly and see what it's like. It would be irresponsible for me just to go randomly inland and land on the top of a hill or a mountain. And that's exactly what I did in this lovely FedEx livery Cessna Caravan. And we're gonna play around a little bit. Okay, full power. Let's take off and fly it like we stole it. And we fly down the side of this hill. And I just was curious to see if I could take off. I have one set of flaps down. And other than that, it's going well. I haven't got any airspeed registered yet. I'm going to use a downslope on this hill, and we're going to land on another hill right next to it. I'd imagine in real life it would be a little bit more bumpy than that, but this is, nice one. But that scenery looks fantastic. It really does, and they've fixed the whole island, the whole of Iceland. I couldn't find any errors or any stuff that was out of order. that you don't need any fixes, is what I'm trying to say, for lakes and the likes of that. It is kind of a little bit like that game Death Stranding out here. I did see a guy running along and he fell over. I didn't bother helping him. I think he was carrying a baby. So yeah, this is one of the better quality ones I found, and can you imagine, you know, 1,000 landscape fixes, and that's to do with hills, lakes, everything, you know. 175 unique structures, you know, that's a lot of work going into this freeware. And that's why, you know, guys like this that do this kind of stuff for free, they should get all the credit, not the really, you know, the ones that have been, you know, that put no effort into it. So this is what Microsoft wanted to see. They wanted to see members of the community making free quality add-ons, and it's great that this is available to everybody. So I'm coming in, I'm kind of randomly looking at this hill here actually, and I think I will land on the upslope because that will slow me down, and there's no slippery slidey, which is unfortunate. I'm going to stall it here, stall onto the top of the hill. Come on, pop it down. Oh, there we go. Okay, brakey, brake. And I would like to see big rocky kind of bumping around actually, but I'm sure Microsoft will fix that later on. They would be a lot more bumpier in real life. Now, I thought I'd show you a landing in Reykjavik. It's only fair. And here we are in approach, and then we're going to move on to the next freeware. I do have a crosswind, a stonking crosswind coming from the right. And the weather's disapproved a little bit, but I'm having difficulty. I'm trying to get my body in the center of the runway here. And I'm trying to keep the same picture all the way down as usual, but it's a bit messed up. I'm a bit high, a bit fast, a bit of a mess really. But I think Iceland really, they've done a great job, really, you know. The airport I don't think is really mastered, but it looks pretty good for a default airport, I have to tell you. Okay, we're coming in a little bit high, but you know, it is the way it is. I don't want to do 50 takes to make it perfect, and it's a massive runway. Pop. There we go. Reykjavik, welcome to Reykjavik. Number 9, Alaska water fixes 400 plus. I presume the 400 plus is for 400 or more fixes for the water in Alaska. Now, Alaska is one of those brilliant places to fly for bush flying, and you don't want it spoiled by any errors. And all these are fixes for any errors and improvements, as you can see the difference between one and the other here for Alaska water fixes. I can't imagine how much time it took for them to find all these errors in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and fix them. So, yeah. Flying Wild Alaska, go! Speaking of bush flying, number 10, Quatam River, a small airstrip in British Columbia, Canada, and has a 762 metre long dirt runway. Takeoff is discouraged to the east due to the trees at the end of the runway. Today, I will not be discouraged. Gripper Sim, eye candy, go! Okay, I'm going to push forward. I'm going to do just a little bit of the stick. Jeez, will I make it? Oh, rudder is very, 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 very dodgy. Now, I'm just going to use all the runway. Oh, we got loads of lift. Okay, that's fine. Oh, good. Loads of power. A little bit windy. That is... was quite an easy takeoff. Mind you, we are quite light. Oh, it is bumpy. It is a little bit bumpy. There is the runway there, so we're on a downwind. I'll take a bit of power off. It's a bit bumpy with the hills, guys. We have a little bit of a headwind. Now, let's see if we can get in here. Is the thing. So yeah, very nice. It's gonna be a close one, I think. Maybe not so much. Oh, it's windy. That is. Look at the airspeed indicator. It's going all over the shop. Okay, let's just slow her down a little bit here. Let's not go in like a crazy lunatic. And we'll play it safe for once. Just this once, just so you can see the approach. Okay. Oh, God, it is windy. I may make a fool out of myself here. Oh, no, I'm going way too fast. Flappy, flappy, flap, flap. Flappy flaps. Lovely view, though. Very nice. Oh, there's some bears. That can only be Gentle Ben and his now family. Oh, I need power. Being distracted by the bears. So, very nice. Touchdown here. No, it's not so much. Maybe. There we go. Yeah. I wouldn't want to be landing too far into the trees. But let's do something a little bit more like a Cessna Caravan, and let's just do some interesting stuff. Yeah. We're in the Cessna Caravan now, and we're going to put on some weight. Now, being a bush flyer, you should be very careful not to overload your aircraft, because there's trees at the end of this runway, and it would be very naughty to fly your aircraft. I'm just putting a bit of fuel here in the red, as in too much weight. But let's put it in a little bit in the red and see if we can make it. I'm sure we will, you know. Yeah, there you go, in the red. And, you know, it's what not to do. It would be naughty. Just get the Garmin started here. And let's taxi back and use the whole runway. There's the parking brake off. And now I've got to, I've got to add a lot of power, full power, just to get rolling. Now I'm going to go all the way back, because it would be sensible to use all the runway, wouldn't it? And a lot of people don't do that, and they end up crashing in the end of the runway into the trees. And that's not going to happen to me today, of course, because I'm Gripper Sim, and Gripper Sim doesn't make any mistakes, as you well know, because these hands are indeed made for science. Okay, so yeah, I've got a lot of power on here to get all the way to the end. So I'm going to go right to the very, very end. Oh, I better, yeah, I better turn around here. I don't want to, you know, upset what must be plainly Gentle Ben. You know, couldn't be anybody else really around. You know, we're in Canada, but, you know, bears migrate. Anyway, so let's just get on the center and just start. Let's see how brilliantly I do this takeoff, even though I'm overweight. Because I'm so overconfident that, only because I know I'm right. I'm always right. As you well know, I'm always right. So full power. I've got full power on, and we're bombing. Not really, no. I've got full, yeah. It'll be fine. I'm just making sure. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I didn't have the props all the way forward. I've wasted lots of runway doing that now. Which ordinarily would be foolish for somebody else, but not for Gripper Sim. So we're getting speed. Not as much as I'd like. I just keep it on the ground a little bit longer. There's the logs at the end, so we go up. I'm just pulling up here now. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no! Smash! Legs badly damaged. Unable to walk. Huh? Oh, no. Oh, it's got to be you, Gentle Ben. Thank God. Gentle Ben, here, grab the end of my sleeve and drag me back to the airport for assistance. Here. That's my arm, Gentle Ben. I use that all the time. Perhaps a misjudgment on your part. Gentle Ben, you seem to have misjudged again. No, that's the wrong way. The airport's the other way. Perhaps it's a second misjudgment on your part. Who are these? Are these your gentle family, Gentle Ben? Why are they touching me at my no-no place? Ah, my brain!